G'day everyone, Clok-Roo reporting, and it's time to open up the archives once again. A while back, I uploaded the second part to my top 7 least favorite boss fights countdown. For those who haven't watched it, you probably should so that you can see the entries on the list, particularly my number 1 least favorite boss fight. Otherwise, this video is one massive spoiler. When I recorded that segment, I actually re-recorded quite a lot of the dialogue, not out of displeasure, but for censorship purposes. If you don't understand, basically I'm saying that I originally scripted and recorded it with swearing and cursing left, right, and center. It was appropriate, really, considering how much I absolutely despise that boss. And frankly, it deserved worse. However, I simultaneously was conscious of how out of place all the bad language would be to my usual content. All of my videos up to now do not feature swearing or only use very mild expletives. Result, I had to take it all out. But that doesn't mean I deleted the original dialogue. What you're about to witness is the original, unedited, uncensored, and unnecessarily needed rant to my least favorite boss fight in video games. Before I start though, I will issue the warning now that I go pretty overboard when it comes to bad language. If you're sensitive about swearing, I advise that you leave the video now. Also, don't do a drinking game for every time I drop the F-bomb. You'll either die of alcohol poisoning or burst your bladder in the process. So here we go guys, the original archived rant to my least favorite video game boss battle. I'm the primordial Clok-Roo. Oh fuck me.
Oh, this is bad!
I regret everything! I regret everything I've ever done!
I am ordering you to kill me! Please, 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 God, kill me!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Anubis Rex, one of, if not the, most infamous boss fights in video game history. And why is that? Because fucking everything this boss! I have a seeming ire for this fucking boss fight. And do you know why that is? It's because Anubis Rex just uses us as his fucking punching bag. If he were a real thing, he'd be taking narcissistic pleasure out of our pain. Anyone that has heard of Pac-Man has probably heard of this boss, and therefore has probably heard of the stories that surround it. And if you haven't, I'll spare you the Bible-sized book of nightmares and just put it simple. Nothing, I repeat, nothing about this boss is remotely fair. It's just pure bullshit! The idea of this boss is to churn 4 red pads enough to open up Rex's arms and reveal his heart to damage him. It's simple, and pretty boring, but it's what happens every time you damage him that makes this boss a fucking burden. Before damaging him, the only hazards you have to worry about are the fireballs that are lobbing out of the lava. Well, I suppose that counts as a hazard as well. Nothing too bad really, but once you damage him once, be ready for the fucked up nightmare to commence, because with every hit, he has a new attack to play. After one hit, Rex starts unleashing tornadoes that can not only damage you, but slow your movement down to I'm imploded into the fucking floor here with my times 10 brass beast. So if you get caught over the lava, it's a death. You gotta love him. After 2 hits, he starts firing meteors down from the sky, which I swear can telepath where the fuck I'm going. I mean, look at this crap here! Explain that! And after the 3rd hit, diarrhea shit hits the fan. He unleashes a powerful laser attack that sweeps from the left side of the level to the right before pausing briefly and starting over. And this one attack has the most bullshit hitbox I have ever seen! Just look at this! It's sickening how unfair it is! Thankfully, he only takes 4 hits before he is defeated, so the nightmare ends after that. Probably the only good thing about this fight. And in case you missed it, I said he adds new attacks every time you damage him. He doesn't replace any of them. He literally adds new attacks on top of one another to create a boss that has too much going on at once to keep track of. You want to go and open up Rexy's arms, but the boss's design will pretty much say fuck you and then shut the door. Since you can only take 4 hits in Pac-Man world before losing your life, you cannot afford to take damage at all during this fight. And because you have to charge up 4 pads to fully open Rexy's arms, that means you have to take less than 1 hit per pad. Aside from the physical impossibility of half a damage, you have to avoid damage at every possible fucking chance. And just as soon as you think I said enough, but wait! There's more! once you open up Rex's arms and reveal his heart completely, you have to hotfoot it to the central platform and attack. Otherwise, they close up again and you have to start all over. Imagine doing that on your last hit point. Talk about fucking agony. And if you do proceed to attack Rex's heart quick enough, make sure you are between the arms when they close up, or you die instantly. I'm not even joking. Admittedly, both of these scenarios are extremely situational, but there are unfortunate moments to be caught up in. Nobody likes starting over from the beginning, nor do they like being insta-killed. But it's okay, I'm calm. I can face this boss calm. I can face this boss calm. I can beat this boss calm. I can face this boss calm. I can beat this boss. Fuck this! I fucking have never been fucking calm. I fucking hate this fucking boss for fucking being a fucking thing in my fucking video game fucking life. So it then raises a question. How did Namco let this devil-imbued boss battle see the light of day? Well, I have the answer for you. They didn't properly playtest it. They ran out of time to finish working on the game and get the final details all polished up, meaning that they released the game in a final beta state. Net result, they unleashed hell onto the world that shouldn't even be a fucking thing, especially when you're celebrating 20 years of Pac-Man. Happy birthday, Pac-Man. I hope you like bullshit flavored cake coated with rat poison. Fuck you, Anubis Rex!